Hey everyone, Egman here with another video, and today we're going to go over the new Son Goku lineage stuff that's coming out for set 13, the combo to get Victory Strike out, kind of the way that I've seen other people do it, and then I've got a way better and consistent version in my opinion. I've got a deck list for it, and then also some gameplay of me pulling it off, so that should be really exciting. The gameplay is from my Twitch stream, which I've been streaming very consistently too, and every time I do a Twitch stream, I also do giveaways for Dragon Ball Super as well, or Digimon if I've been doing a Digimon stream, but definitely check me out. A link to that will be in the description below, but let's get into the combo itself, and I guess the new cards. So we got this new Son Goku Jr., which is a Goku lineage card. Auto, when this card attacks with the top 5 cards from your deck, add up to one Goku's lineage from them, and then shuffle your deck. And then also, active main, once per turn, place one card in your life to your drop area, choose up to one Goku's lineage, and they cost 2 or less from your hand, and play it. And then also, awaken, when your life is at 4 or less, you may draw one card, and then untap one. And then on the awaken side, it's crit bond 2 with Goku's lineage. It doesn't count itself, so you need 2 Goku's lineage out in the field. And then also auto, when this card attacks, draw 1, then this card gets plus 5k power for the turn. It also has a really nifty active main once per turn for 3 yellow. If you have 4 or more copies of this card, choose one card in your hand. Choose one card in your hand and one Goku's lineage card with any cost 3 or less in your drop area. Place them on top of your deck in any order. Choose one Goku's lineage with any cost of 8 in your hand and play it. Alright, all that aside, so this guy's really cool. He definitely helps out the Goku's lineage, and he's like a Goku's lineage leader, which there are a bunch of cool cards that are specific to it. But I don't think this guy is really cool, but he's lineage based, and we'll kind of talk about it a little bit more. I don't think he's super good for Victory Strike, but you can, but I don't think he's really good for it. And there's also Son Goku, the Legendary Warrior. So it's a 1-drop unison for yellow. Auto, when this card's played, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add up to one Goku's lineage card among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So being able to look top 3 for a card is good. And then also auto, once per turn, when one of your Goku's lineage battle cards activate a swap skill, add a marker to this guy, which is really handy. And then for -3, choose up to one Goku's lineage with any cost of 5 or less from your hand and play it. That's the broken part. Just the idea of hard casting this for 3 to get a 5 dropout is a little silly in my mind, especially since you play it, you get to draw a card and then play a card for 3. It's really, really good. So I like that effect, and this is the card that kind of breaks it. And so the way that I've seen a lot of people use with this leader, which I don't think you should, but you need 2 of this guy, and then you also need and then you got a swap thing. So turn 1, you just search for your things, and you have Adoptive Father Son Gohan out maybe, and then you do, for 1 energy, you do this. You don't actually really need to, because you can always free play it from your Son Goku Jr., but you use one of these, you get them out for free. And then or you play 1, and then you put another one underneath it to add a second marker, and then you swap with it. So in 2 energy, you play them for 1, and then so you use 1 energy, you get 3 markers with it. Between playing guys for free, you get to crit your life, which means that you get to get closer to Awakening, and then you get this guy out, and then you can swap him into, for example, Scrambling Assault, Earthly, Carrying Mother Videl, or Inherited Intrepid Dynasty Son Gohan. You can get any of these. And if you do that, then you get a marker to it. You use this -3, you get a 5 dropout. So you get Ultimate Form Son Goku out, or you get Abrupt Breakthrough Son Goku. In my opinion, those are the 2 that you want. And then there goes Goku's lineage. This one's really good too, because you can pop something, and then also if you pop something in rest mode, you get to draw a card, which is kind of nice. And then you go into this guy. You have to discard 2 Universe 7 cards. But you get to get this 35k out for free. It's a big triple attack crit, which is fine. You don't get to do its effect because you don't have a green leader. This guy is a yellow. And then from there, you spend 1 more energy. So use 2 energy, and then you awaken. So you untap 1, draw 1, and then with that last energy, you go into Son Goku, the Awakened Power, by discarding another Universe 7. So you have to have 3 Universe 7 cards in hand, which is fine because there are a bunch of Goku's lineage with Universe 7. It is still a bit steep, but you can do it. Successor of Hope's really good for finding the ones you need, especially since these guys are Universe 7 and this guy as well. So that helps out a lot, and they're all searchable. And they all have Goku's lineage in it, so you can also search it with Son Goku Legendary Warrior. And then from there, you really just go off and you have a Victory Strike out in turn 2. So there's the card. I don't think it's really consistent though for this leader, especially since this leader doesn't search for Victory Strike or your 8-drop, just because these aren't Goku's lineage, they're just Goku's. So, and your leader doesn't draw cards, and you don't draw cards from life either, so you're really baiting on getting your Scrambling Assault Son Goten, finding what you need. Additionally, your Son Goku the Legendary Warrior, you have to find 2 of this guy to get it off on turn 2, which is a little. This card's not searchable, and so it's kind of hard to. It's a steep ask, I think, in my mind, to get that off. But that's that. That's the whole combo. So I saw all this. I said there must be a better way, and of course there's a better way when you look at my favorite leader, Cell Surge. This is just a super solid, like a super solid list for it. I really, really recommend it if you want to try it. And also, I should have said this way early, you do not need Victory Strike for this deck to be good. Victory Strike is more of a cherry on the top. Getting this guy out on turn 2 with a green leader is what you really need. This card's amazing on turn 2 because every time, so it's a big triple, it's a 35k triple attack crit. When this card attacks, if your leader card's green, which ours is because it's not asking for mono green, we have a yellow green leader. Choose up to 1 card in your opponent's hand or up to 1 of their battle cards, place it in their drop area. So it's super duper good. You're able to just swing with it 3 times, do 3 damage, and pretty much make it so your opponent has little to no cards in hand. You can use your Cell Surge ability as well to pop it. But so how you're able to get it on this guy is that just turn 1, you search as much as you can, especially since you're able to look top 5 of your deck for literally anything, and because you can do this turn 1, and then if you get a Sell the Dark Parasite, this card is literally like just a, take a life, draw 1 for free, essentially. Like this card just breaks Cell and just makes it so it has like a regular leader effect on the front to, untap 1, draw, or, take a life and draw 1. You want to hit this every time if you can. It's very good. So you're able to do that. And so you assumingly get that, go down to 7 life. And you really want to take as much life as you can because we're going to try to awaken on turn. We could awaken turn 2 no matter what, as long as we have a green and a yellow card. But we want to make sure that we use our successors and our assimilates. These guys are strictly in here to make our deck 3 cards smaller, which also helps because these can find Indomitable Link Piccolo, which is just a old starter deck from the Namekian one, but it is a green Piccolo Namekian, and it also has the Universe 7 tag, and it's also green, which means that it can help us with it's just a really good card that can either help us with our discards, it can help us with our Surge Awakens, and it's searchable, which means that our deck can become smaller with it. So it's just all the things we need. It's like the perfect card for this kind of thing. And Successor of Hope is a super good card. We have literally 1 Universe 7 representative because I thought it was kind of cute. Helped us find our guy if we really need it. We have sometimes we only need to find 1 of this Unison, which is great for this combo too, because you don't. This card's kind of unsearchable, but we also get more searches because we get top 5 twice to look for this guy, and we can also kind of get a go 10 swing with it if we need it, but it's whatever. But just so let's go into the combo. Turn 1, we just do our top 5 stuff, do as much as we can, and we just finished with the Adoptive Father Son Gohan out. If they pop this, it's fine. And honestly, going into this turn 3 is also an okay thing to do as well. But if the thing is just being able to play this guy, if they spend resources and energy to pop this guy, that's also fine. But we want it out here because we want to be able to do our free swap. So turn 2, we just hard cast this guy for 2 energy. If we have 2 of this guy and they pop our Adoptive Father Son Gohan, we can just pay this for 1, put 1 under, and then do our, play Adoptive Father and then swap into it. So there are some backup plans for it. And but he's just super good being able to do that, and so we have that out. Turn 2, play this for 2, hard cast, look at the top 3 cards from our deck, then we swap, we get a 3rd token for it, so now we have 3 tokens on this on turn 2. We awaken as early as we want, which means that we can we just get to untap 2 energy as much as we can. We only get the Cell Surge effect if we have 4 or less life, but it doesn't matter if you win, so that's a thing. I also really if I was to play this more, I'd probably bump this guy up to 4, just because if we don't have Victory Strike, we can bump him up. This guy lets us take 1. The idea is we swap here, we get to Scrambling Assault, Sun Go 10, ideally. We can swing at this kind of free because we aren't going to be afraid of it dying. Because if it pops, then we're not really afraid of it. It's fine. So we'll do that, and then we can. So we have 2 energy, untap it, and so we have 2 energy up again. We use Son Goku So then, since we do that, so we play Son Goku for free, so we get 1 of these guys out for 1 energy. So we have 1 energy left. We get this guy out. Which is a big 35 triple attack crit, which we also have a green leader once again, so we can swing with this 3 times if we want. This is already worth it. This is worth it 100%. And then since we still have our 2 drop out, assumedly we are able to spend 1 yellow energy again to get this guy out, and then we're also able to return it to our hand get one card from life to your hand if we want, which is super duper nice, and being able to get us to 4 if we need to. If we are able to see sell every time and play one of these guys, we're able to take 3 of our own life, which means if they just swing on to us once, we're able to get to 4 life and then awaken and then do we just get our surge ability essentially, which either means that we get to pop 1 card in the field and 1 more card from their hand, or just make sure that like if we're not sure that we're going to live, we can just make sure all their things come to rest mode and try again next turn. But we get this guy out, and then if we have Victory Strike, instead of playing this guy, we can just, for 1 energy, get him out. And that's really the idea. It's super consistent. You're just able to, once again, just turn 1, get this guy out. Turn 2, hard cast this guy for 2 energy. Swap into our 2 drops, and then after that, we're able to get a 3rd marker on here. After that, we'll spend 2 energy we'll Surge Awaken. So we put a green and yellow under our cell, no matter what our life is at. If we're worried that we're not going to go off, you can always suspend it, like wait a 3rd turn, especially if you have abrupt breakthrough Son Goku as your target, because this guy can live because of his barrier. It's kind of nice. And then after that, so yeah, once we do this, we get out one of these, we untap 2, we go into our Son Goku Hope of Universe 7. Worst case, just swing with this guy 3 times, makes it so our opponent has 3 less life and 3 less cards in hand, and that feels really good, especially when they're just sitting at 2 energy next turn if we're going first. And then if we have it, we go into Son Goku the Awakened Power and just go off. So that's the idea for the deck. I think the ratios for here are pretty good. I don't think we probably don't need Heightened Mastery. We're probably fine without it, but we can run it if we want to. He's a Universe 7 target as well, and then if we need to do like a weird play of doing this 1 turn and then going into him the next turn, that's always very viable. Even just going into this guy into this guy is fine, because you just need 4 yellow energy. Probably need to bump up this guy to 4 though. I think he's really worth it though, especially just being able to crit a life if we don't see victory. Take a life if we don't see Victory Strike and help us get to our 4 life to do our things. And that's really it. I don't think Universe 7 Representative is okay, but I've never used it. And I really like this little Piccolo green package, though. It really helps out, which is why we're doing 2 Defending Father Paragus and 2 Defensive Stance Piccolo. This isn't sparking. This would have been great if it was sparkling, but it's not. But still, just the fact that it's a 10k combo always is fine. Same with Paragus, the same kind of thing. And yeah, once again, if you don't own Victory Strike, it's fine. Like, don't buy it. It's like $3,000. It's like right there. Don't buy them. This card is worth building and playing around, and it's just super consistent getting him out on turn 2. It feels really good, and your opponent has to like lose a lot of resources, and then if they can't answer this with 2 energy, then you just pretty much win the game on the spot, which is kind of cool. And that's the deck for you here. I'm gonna go to let's go into the gameplay of me playing it on my Twitch stream. And here's the match with Spiffy Mick 1988. He's playing the new Gohan feature, which I don't know what it does, and spoilers, still kind of don't know what it does. But opening hand, I have some pretty good Cell Xeno's a really good hit, and then also Goten. Decided to keep him with the successor Finder, and then also I just need the Unison, which getting from my top 3 I was able to get with also 2 Universe 7 cards, so that's real good for me. We're just going to start the ball rolling. We won the dice roll, so we're just going to charge our Goku here. We're going to start by, making 1 less card in our deck, getting our Grandpa Gohan, because we need that for our combo. And then we're going to use our leader ability, look at top 5, and we're going to get the green, right there, because we need that for our thing. We're going to drop our Cell Xeno right there, draw 1 from each, and then being able to just play the Gohan there and wait for our turn. So we're pretty set for next turn. We got a lot of cards ready for us, and then he goes for his turn. He charges his other future Gohan there, swings on my leader, and definitely take it. It's super good to take these. So we do take the 1. I think eventually, right there, and we get a green card, which is perfect, because even though we want to use that super combo, just being able to awaken feels good. And we get another Universe 7 card, which we're just real stacked with it right now. So sequencing that makes sense for me. First, we're going to charge a card, and we're going to charge that one because that's like the least needed for our combo right now. We're going to tap 2 to play this. Look at top 3 for a Universe 7, or not for Goku's Lineage, and I think we are able to get another Universe 7 card to our hand. I didn't show it, but I did. So it's a valid target for it because it's Goku's lineage. We're going to swap there, get up to 3. I'm going to swing there. And he's thinking about it. He does not take it. So we look at top 3. We see a victory strike, so we take that for sure. Which just means we can go to that. It was being glitchy. We don't have to show our hand, but like we have to. So there we go. Keeping that order. Just a 10k over there. And then after that, we're going to do swap there, or just get it out for free. And then I almost forget to do this, but I'm going to use leader effect first to look top 5. And I think we don't get a cell, which is the card we'd want, but none of these really matter. We just discard a card from our hand, essentially, because we still need to get the Grandpa Gohan and the Paragus underneath our leader, and then everything else is already in our hand. So we're just going to get that Piccolo in there, and then we're just going to discard it. So from there, we're going to Surge Awaken. So we put that there, untap 2, draw our 1 and our 2nd there, and then from there we go into there, discarding our 2 cards, and then we swing into their leader with this, just to be able to bait out some cards, getting a little bit less combo power there. If he has Time Magic, we're kind of screwed, but I don't think people run that right now, so we're just going to swing in. And just look at this too, because like even if we didn't have Victory Strike right now, we'd be able to get 3 cards out of our hand, so get them down to 5 cards, and get them down to 4 cards in life as well. But they did Flying Nimbus there and pitch the card, so we only got 1 more swing with a battle card, which is fine. And then so I get a discarded card from their hand too, which is another super combo, which feels real good. And then it has triple attack, so we get to restand it. I, for whatever reason, was being dumb and just was like, oh yeah, I got Nimbus. So pitch that, swing on in, and then we have a 60k Victory Strike on turn 2 and win the game, essentially. So that's the list. I've played this a couple times, and just getting the green, Hope of Universe 7 out is real consistent. Turn 2, I saw it a lot. It's almost guaranteed with, as long as you are able to make your sequences as your plays right, and it just feels real good. So there it is. There's the list. Once again, thanks for Spiffy Mick for playing me. I know it wasn't very fun, no doubt, but we were able to showcase the list. Let me know what you guys think about it. Make sure to follow me on Twitch for more live streams and content like this. I do giveaways every one of my streams. And that'll be it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this, if this is too good, too consistent, or if it's so janky, and I'll catch you all next time.